Hi, good morning. It's Saturday, I think today's the 22nd of September, not September, August 2026. Hope maybe I had a good week. Um, Today is supposed to be a barbecue. My brother called me last week. They called me last Sunday. They told me there was going to be a barbecue, but it's supposed to rain yesterday and it's supposed to rain today and tomorrow. So I don't know if they're still having the barbecue. I'll wait to see if they call me because they're supposed to come pick me up, having it in the park. So I don't know if they looked at the weather forecast to see that it's still supposed to rain today. I think it's supposed to be like an 85% chance of rain today and tomorrow, and I think maybe Monday. I think Monday may not be. Anyway, so I'll see if they still gonna have, because they can always switch to next weekend if there's not a, and I know the week after that is like Labor Day weekend, so that might be the better time to do it when we got a nice 3-day weekend. That might be the better way to do it before, September begin. Well, actually, September will be over the end there, but maybe that'll be the best time. I'll see. I'll call my sister maybe after I eat and see if they're still having the barbecue. Anyway, today I'm gonna pick up my medicine. I gotta call the pharmacy. That's what I forgot to do. I called the doctor's office to make sure I had another supply order of metformin, and they said they're gonna put it through. Usually I call to tell the pharmacy that I'm gonna pick if they got the prescription. I forgot to call them, which I should have did Thursday or Friday. But I'm gonna call this morning and see if it's there, because I think they have to he has to prepare it, put it in the thing. So I'll call him this morning so that way I can come by in a couple of hours. Sorry about our alarm going off my watch, but yeah, I'll call them to make sure, because I got to take it today, Saturday. I usually take it on Saturday, so I'm gonna call the farm. I think they should be open at 9 o'clock, which is in a couple of minutes, not a couple of minutes, about 15-20 minutes. I'll call the pharmacy to make sure they got it, so that way, because I think he has to prepare it, put it in the thing and put it in the box and stuff. So I'll just make sure that he can do it so I can take it today. Because normally, like I said, I take it every Saturday. I've been taking it, so I want to make sure because they have the prescriptions there. I just got to make sure that he knows that. I think he has to prepare it, but I think it's only, like I said, they put it in a box, and he pours it into the thing. It's the medicine, and so I think they have to prepare that. So that's why I'll call at 9, then maybe go around 1 o'clock and pick it up from the pharmacy. And I may have to get new prescriptions on my Jarnice, because I think I have, let me see, this other medication I'm taking. Yeah, I only got, Saturday, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, so I'm going to get more of this Jarnice. I think I have a prescription for that. I had to refill that. And the other one, which is not the metformin, it's the I don't know, it's another prescription that I have. I gotta find it. It's the other one that I take. I think I need to get, oh yeah, here it is, right here. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, and I got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So both of these, I think, refills. I think I refilled these twice. So I think I'll take this when I, get the medicine, pick up the Marjano. I'll take these with me to get these refilled, because I think that's the one more prescription that I have. And I see my primary doctor on Wednesday at 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna leave my job early at 2 o'clock. I can go uptown and take the bus. I think it's the 60 bus is the bus I take, because I took the 60 bus back when I got out of the doctor's office, and it drops. So I have to take it, I think, going towards Southern Boulevard there. So I can get off work at 2 and get uptown by 3 and get off at 4, I think, and walk down the hill and take the 60 bus to the doctor's office and get off there and see him at 4. Okay, and like I said, it's been 3 months since I've seen him, because normally it would be 2 months, but he was going to be on vacation. Okay, so but he should be back from vacation, and I'll see him, and maybe he'll take blood and stuff and see how I've been doing on the medication. I think I've been doing pretty good actually. Like I said, I think I've lost like 10 to 15 pounds since I've been diagnosed with the diabetes, but I've been eating right for the most part. Cut out mostly the Chinese food, and I haven't eaten fried chicken in such a long time. I cut out potato chips. The only potato chips I eat are the multi-grain chips, sun chips. So I really cut my diet out, and I exercise 3 times a week and stuff. So, and I take my medication on the regular. I take my Mounjaro every Saturday. Take these pills these 2 pills, take them every day with my breakfast and my lunch. And I take the metformin, take that with my dinner. And I ran out of the Flomax, but the doctor told me that don't worry about that. When that runs out, that's enough, because I took that for like 3 months or so. And that was from the urologist. That's when I thought I had something, an infection, but that wasn't that. That was obviously the diabetes. So I quit taking that. So I gonna go see the I went to see the eye doctor and foot doctor back in July, or was it June? Might have been June. Anyway, I see the diabetes specialist in September, and I go to see the dentist for my checkup in September. An appointment, I think, on the 26th, something like that there. And I have to tell them that I have diabetes. I think that's to let them know. I think, because I don't know if they have to give you a special medicine when they numb you up for whatever. I think they have to know if you're diabetic or something. So I have to let them know, I think. So, and I'll ask my doctor, specialist, do I have to tell them that? I think I do. So I'll let them know that I'm a diabetic now. And like I said, I've been testing my blood every morning and stuff. And my blood sugar is within range. I never gone over. I've gone down. I think the lowest my diabetes sugar was like 80. I think it was like 70 something one time, and I think it was below 80, which is so I took drank some orange juice to get it up, rise it. But it's been steady. It's been in the 90s for the most part and stuff. It's very rare that it goes over 100 and stuff. I'm because like I said, I'm eating the right things. I'm not like I said, I eat the multi-grain Cheerios in the morning. For the most part, I eat that with some nuts, either cashews or pistachios, and either banana or something. And then for lunch, I usually eat I go to Subway, eat the multi-grain sandwiches, and with Subway Club, which has roast beef, which is good for you, and I put onions, lettuce, and green peppers and stuff on it, stuff that's good for you. And I have the multi-grain chips, sun chips, and the water. And like I said, for dinner, I usually have either I eat either baked chicken or baked pork chops with collard greens, and try to eat brown rice with that. And I eat wraps and stuff. So I eat for the most part. And every once in a while, like I said, one Wednesday I'll eat some pizza. I don't eat that like every day or something. So, and I'll have a burger. Like yesterday I had a burger, and a couple of fries and stuff. Yeah. So I don't, like I said, it's moderation. Like my friend told me, it's moderation. You don't have to cut out everything. You just have to moderate my diet. And like I said, I cut out eating like Chinese food, pork fried rice. I've cut out eating fried chicken. I don't think I've had fried chicken in months. Okay, I'm kind of leery to go back to it. Really, I'm just gonna try to stay away from that. Anyway, yeah. So like I said, I'm gonna call my sister to see if they're still gonna have the barbecue, because right now it's a little overcast. And like I said, it's supposed to rain today. It's supposed to be got 85% chance of rain, and rain on, I think on Sunday too. So I don't know if they're still gonna have the barbecue and stuff. So I have to. I think my brother has the like shirts and stuff, because he asked me what my shirt size was. So I don't know if they may still have it. I guess I don't know if I got to look at the weather and see when it's going to rain, because maybe it'll rain in the evening after the barbecue's over. But the way it looks right now, it looks like it's overcast now, and it looks like it may rain. It depends. So we'll see if he still. I'll call my sister to see if they're still having a barbecue, or if they want to postpone it till next week or so or whatever. But anyway, oh yeah. So what I want to do is I finished editing Lanterns. It's the first episode of that season, of season 1. I had to do a little trick editing because for some reason the what was it? There was something. Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, the first part of the video was kind of scrunched in. I think that's when I put it in. I forgot the program. It's on the app that's on my phone. It kind of shrunk shrunk the size of it, and it looked a little weird, uh, and so I had to take that part again, the first part that I filmed originally in the normal way, and re-edit it, and then take the back part because the back part of the video that day I filmed my reaction. I was tired, and you can tell I was falling asleep. I was nodding, and so I missed certain things on that video. So I said, let me come in at a certain part when I started falling asleep. I said, hey, cut out that part and rewatch that second part again and film that again, and then edit that in at the end, which I was able to do, which is good. And then when I was editing it last night, of course, I got a little tired and I kind of nodded off a little bit while in the middle of editing. And of course, when I do that, Wondershare Film More tends to reset itself. I think if you don't have any activity on it, it kind of resets itself. But luckily, it saves everything that you edit, and so it backed it. I had to go to and go to recent and bring it back up, and then edit it from that point on to the end. And I had to make sure that I had to edit a certain way because I wanted to make sure I had the important parts that were in the show, because there was a very, very important part at the end that I had when I edited it the first time. I kind of missed it, but I went back and watched it, and I managed to Control Z a couple of times to back up so I could include that in there. Okay, so thankfully I got that in there. So and then I did it the edit. I put the lanterns over the video. I sped it up a little bit so that way, I hope for this way it'll fool the YouTube algorithm and go up, because I know Warner Brothers is very particular about their shows and stuff. So, and that's how I got my first copyright strike on My Adventures with Superman. I think the second episode I got that on there. So thankfully, I think that's gonna next month. The copyright strike should go away. But anyway, I did some screenshots. I just have to put it together because I wanted to download the logo and make it part of the screenshot, and then I can upload it. But I'll do that after I've eaten. But like I said, after I finish recording this, I'm gonna get up and wash up, okay, and make me an omelet, and I got a banana I can eat, and I gotta test my blood, and like I said, I'll call my sister to see if I'll text her and see if they're still having the barbecue, because I know, like I said, it's supposed to rain today and tomorrow. It's supposed to be like an 85% chance of rain. So I don't know if my brother, because I don't know if he even looks at the weather, to be honest, but I hope he does, because it is supposed to rain today. It rained yesterday, and it's gonna rain today. Like I said, right now, I'm looking out the window. It's a little overcast. Okay, the sun is not out. It's a little overcast, and it's supposed to rain. Like I think an 85% chance of rain today and tomorrow. So I don't know if he wants to still do it, or maybe delay it till next week, because maybe next week won't be raining, or maybe the week Labor Day. Maybe have it during that Labor Day weekend, which is a nice 3-day weekend. I'll see what they want to do, because it'd be good to see my brother, and also to see my sister, who and so unfortunately my older sister is going through a medical situation, okay, and I haven't seen her in a while, and my niece has been keeping me appraised of her situation, so it'd be good to see her again. But it's a kind of a messed up situation, okay, but we'll see what they're going to do. Like I said, I'll call my sister and see if they're still going to have the barbecue for my brother, the barbecue for my brother is having. So I'll see if they still do it, if they still want to do it, because I know, like I said, it's supposed to rain today, and they may want to do it anyway, I guess, until maybe to the rain. You don't want to be stuck outside and then it starts pouring and then you got to scramble, get, grab everything and run back to the cars and all that stuff. Well, we'll see what they're going to do. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to call the pharmacy. After I finish doing this, I'm going to call them. That's the first thing I do because I think the pharmacy opens up. I think it opens up at 9 o'clock, I think. Or maybe they open up at 8 o'clock on Saturday because I know they close like at 4:30. So I want to make sure that that they had my Magiano there, okay? And so, because I have to take that today and also get the 2 refills on these 2 pills. That's a lot easier. The Magiano, I think they have to prepare it. So they can do that in, I think, in a couple of hours because they have to pour, I guess, the medicine in the 4 vials. And I don't know if they have to store it in the, although, like I said, when they put it in the, because they tell you to put it in the refrigerator and you keep it in the refrigerator and then you take it out and then it's room temperature for like an hour till it warms up. So they may just have to pour it in the 4 vials and then put it in the box with my name on it and they can keep it there. And I think they can do that within an hour. So I meant to call them on Thursday and Friday or Wednesday, I think, when it's the Thursday, Friday, just to see that they got, to make sure they had the prescription, which I think they should have it there because I called the doctor's office and they made sure they were going to put it through. So I just want to make sure I can get that before I meet my brother in case they're having a barbecue. But I'll call my sister about that to see if they're still doing it. Anyway, like I said, so look for my Lanterns episode 1. That's going to go up. I want to do the Batman Caped Crusader season 2 because sorry, my phone keeps every hour on the hour. They're supposed to be doing the they dropped all the episodes of season 2, and now that I'm done with Superman and my Adventures of Superman and X-Men 97 season 2, those are 2 done. So the only thing I have really that I'm watching is Lanterns, okay, and that comes every Sunday, which I can actually react to on Monday, and then work on editing it on Tuesday. So I'm trying to think if I can take this weekend to work on Batman Caped Crusader. See if I can download the episodes today, maybe watch a couple of the episodes, and then maybe work on editing them tomorrow because I'll be in the house. And then maybe even on Monday, work on editing. So I'll see what I can do. So maybe I can watch maybe 4 episodes today. I don't know how many episodes they have. Maybe they have 8 or 10. I'm not sure. Maybe I can watch 4 episodes today, maybe 4 tomorrow, and then maybe start editing either on Monday or either Thursday, Friday, like that, because I'm gonna have to do Lanterns on Monday, film my reaction, and maybe edit it on Tuesday, and then maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, work on Batman Caped Crusader. Maybe I can do it that way. Maybe that'll be the best. But I got to see how many episodes there are. Hopefully this is around 8, so that way I can watch 4 today, maybe watch the other 4 tomorrow, and then maybe start editing. Film my reaction to Lanterns on Monday, and then edit Lanterns on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, work on editing the Batman Caped Crusader episodes. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Okay, so I think I'll do that. So anyway, so look for my Lanterns season 1 episode 1 episode. And again, I'm sorry I'm late with this because I still had to work on the X-Men and the my Adventures of Superman episodes, but those are finished. Thankfully, those are done. Those seasons are done, so I can concentrate on Lanterns and Batman Caped Crusader and work on those. So anyway, yeah, like I said, but the next time you see me, I'll have been to the doctor, my primary doctor. Hopefully, like I said, he'll take blood, check my cholesterol levels and all that stuff, and let me know how I'm doing. I think I'm doing pretty good because I'm feeling pretty healthy and stuff. I don't urinate like I did before. Oh, I'm telling you, that was a nightmare. And my brother told me, my youngest brother, who has lived with diabetes for over 25 years, he told me, yeah, if I would have talked to him, he'd have probably told me, yeah, he told me that you got the thirst, which I had the dry mouth, and also the urinate. I was getting up literally every hour on the hour urinating, okay, because my blood sugar level was through the roof, okay, And I thought and I hadn't forgotten about this because the lady reminded me when I went to the emergency room. She said that we told you a couple of years ago that you were susceptible to maybe getting diabetes. And I was trying to remember when did that happen? And then I remembered during COVID. Okay, during COVID, I had went to the doctor. I went to the emergency room because I was feeling weak, and that's when I discovered I really had COVID because I kept going to the stupid clinic over here that kept giving me false positives saying I didn't have it, but then I was feeling weak and stuff, and then I called my sister. She told me, go to the hospital. And I went to the hospital and they tested me. He said, sure enough, you do have COVID. And I think then when they took the blood and stuff and tested me, then they told me that I was susceptible. I think then is when they told me that I was susceptible to diabetes, but I think I must have put it out of my mind, didn't think about it, and went on with my life. And I got over COVID eventually, and then just went on my life and eating the way I was eating, and really just eating like crap, to be honest. I was not really caring, just recklessly eating Chinese food, pork fried rice here, potato chips here, just eating this reckless food, fried chicken here, just eating recklessly and not healthy. Okay, and then, sure enough, I got my blood sugar level was like through the roof. Okay, and thankfully, see, 69 and cloudy at Midtown right now. Expect rain today see, that was the weather notification popped up there. And that's why I got to ask my sister if they're still having the barbecue, because I'm thinking they may cancel. See, maybe my brother will cancel it till next weekend, or maybe do it the week after, which will be Labor Day weekend, which is a nice 3-day weekend. That may be the best time to do that. Okay, so I'll see what they say. Anyway, so look for that. And then, like I said, I'm gonna just see if I can do 4 episodes today of film 4 episodes today of Batman Cape Crusader, 4 episodes tomorrow. And I was trying to think if I should actually film my reaction to Lanterns when it goes live on Sunday. Just film my reaction, and then maybe just drop the actual downloaded episode, which will come out on Monday, into that video, so that way I already have it, rather than me having to sit there and react to it, but actually react to it live, film my reaction to it live, and then get the video and then drop it in there. That's what I think I may do tomorrow when it comes live on HBO. Just film my reaction to it, the episode, have that saved on my phone, and then when the episode downloads, I can match it up with that. Okay, and then I can just mute the audio. Yeah, mute the audio from the TV show. Yeah, just so that I can match with the because you don't want the double audio, the audio from the recorded video of me reacting to it and the actual audio from the show itself. I think I would have to mute the audio from the show itself and then match it up with the audio that's in my live reaction to it, because it's being filmed, and obviously the camera's going to pick up the audio coming from the TV. Okay, so yeah, I think that might be the better way to do it. So that way, when I come home Monday, all I got to do is because I'll download the episode while I'm at work, and then when I come home from work, match it up together and start working on editing it on Monday rather than Tuesday. So that way you have my authentic reaction on Sunday rather than me reacting to it on Monday. I think that might be the better way to do it. Okay, and then match them up together. Anyway, that's it. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I want to call the pharmacy after I finish this to make sure that my metformin is there so I can go get it, go wash up, make my breakfast, test my blood to make my breakfast, come back here, call my sister to see if they're still, text her to see if they're still having the barbecue because of the rain, and then I'm gonna go probably get my pick up my medication around 1 or 2 o'clock, because the pharmacy I think closes at 4 on the weekend, so I'm gonna make sure I get there before 4. Pick up my medication, get my 2 refills on these, so I'm good to go, and I'll know by then, hopefully, if they're having the barbecue or not, so I can decide what I'm gonna eat and stuff, and maybe run and do my errands. Gotta put my shirts in the cleaners and stuff, okay, and pick up my other ones, and there you go. So So look for this video, and obviously look for my lanterns, my edited reaction to episode 1. And again, so this way, if I can do that, film my reaction actually live on Sunday and match it up with the actual video on Monday and edit it, hopefully I can get that video up on Tuesday for lanterns and stuff. Okay, I think that's it. And then, like I said, Cape Crusader, I can do 4 episodes today. Film 4, hopefully it's 8 episodes. 4 episodes today, 4 tomorrow, and then I can start editing those on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like that, which will be good. Okay. So anyway, oh yeah, I gotta watch Reacher today, or maybe tomorrow I can watch Reacher when I'm ironing my clothes. I gotta watch Reacher because I didn't watch that episode, and I think Star Trek too. I've been late with this. I've been behind with the Star Trek, so I probably gotta try to see if I can watch 2 episodes, maybe tomorrow. Maybe watch Reacher, 1 episode of Star Trek, and then maybe at nighttime after I finish watching Lanterns, watch the other Star Trek episode because I think I'm behind 2 episodes. Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. So anyway, hope everybody have a great weekend. I'll let you know when you see my next video if I had the barbecue this weekend, or if they delayed it till next week or so, because like I said, it's supposed to rain today, so I don't know if they're gonna still do it and stuff because people may have stuff to do. So anyway, take care, be well, stay safe. Anyway, in the description box I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. Also have a link to my other channel, Paul Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. Also, I have a link down below to my merchandise store. As you can see right over there in the corner there, that's my Trepacer logo shirt, my white t-shirt. I have that. I have the spherical circles. Those are the 2 designs I have on my merchandise store. I have it on t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, water bottles, teddy bears for men, women, unisex. Follow link, and it's in the merchandise for my... Sorry, I think he's beeping. My merchandise store. And also, like I said, I meant to buy, before it got hot, a sweatshirt, a hoodie with my either Trepacer logo or the spherical circles. Now that summer's getting ready to come to it, I'll wait till the fall, maybe October, November. I'll buy and so that way I'll be wearing it in my videos and stuff, and maybe even a Trepacer hat. I'll get the hat for myself and I'll be wearing it in the video just to show off my merchandise. Because I know a couple of people have bought some of my merch, and sorry, my hand was leaning up there all this time. Anyway, I'm going to my goal is hopefully to get my channel monetized. I know I've talked about this before too much, and I even had a plan a couple of months back to maybe have a guest star, somebody else in a couple of videos, just to see if those videos would if I would get engagement by having somebody, but that kind of fell through. So no, I think it's just going to be me for now. Maybe in the future, maybe I can collaborate with another YouTuber or something on something. And like I said, I wanted to do more like movie reactions, but the TV shows, it's a lot easier to do the TV show reactions, like, because they're usually like, especially the animated shows like X-Men 97, My Adventures Superman, Batman Cape Crusader. I think Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man should be coming back. I think season 2 of that show, which I reacted to, season 1. That should be coming. I gotta look to Google that and see when that's coming back, because I really enjoyed that first season. I think that should be coming back soon as well. But I still want to kind of do movie reactions, and I really wanted to do them. I did one actually, which is really, really stupid and pathetic during my vacation. I did Fantastic Four First Steps, which I kind of screwed up the edit of that, and then it got blocked, and then I just pulled it down because it was a dumb edit that I did to it, and I never kind of went back to it because I just don't have the time to do it. Like I said, other YouTubers have time to do that because maybe a lot of them, that's their primary job, and or maybe they have people editing for them and stuff. So if I had, that's the problem. I don't have, like, one of my favorite YouTubers is Cinepals, and they have a bunch of people doing the videos, reacting to movies and stuff on their channels and TV shows and stuff. But I know they have to have somebody professionally doing their videos, doing the edits, because that's just too professional the way they, and I'm totally jealous of the way they do that. And if there was a way for me to actually have somebody to edit the videos, and I may look into that in the future, although I don't think paying that, and maybe when I'm retired, and speaking of retirement, and I meant to mention, and I'm going on another rant, and maybe I'll talk about this. You know what I'll do? I'm going to make a video about my retirement. That's what I want to do. I'm going to make a video about my retirement, and I'm going to put it in my Paul's Views and Opinions channel, okay? I'll probably see if I can work on that either today or tomorrow, because I have ideas and stuff. And when I retire, I think I'll have way more time to actually do movie reactions. I can actually do YouTube full time, and I'm hoping I can get my channel, you know, blow up my channel more once I'm able to be freer and I can actually do movie reactions and stuff, and you know, I'll have more time. But anyway, that's another rant for another time. So anyway, in the description box are links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, also a link to my other channel, Paul Views and Opinions. I know I've said this before, and there's my merchandise store merch right there. Okay, and please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Trepacer saying so long, and take care.